Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. I have a bit of a vlog style video for you today, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing is hooking up a new label printer. I know, I just put out this video about how you don't need a 4-inch label printer, but in the meantime I had a birthday, and guess what my husband bought me for my birthday? So thank you so much for buying me a label printer. I was a little surprised. I didn't expect that you would buy me a label printer. Why did you buy me a label printer?
Because you need one.
Why? I have 2x7s for eBay.
You needed the big one.
More power.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see?
More power.
Let's show them the label printer that I got.
Okay.
Okay, so he got me a big brother. Like, this thing is enormous. It is the QL1100, and Drew, like, this is a really big printer.
No, it's not.
It's pretty large. Go get the other one. Let's do a side-by-side. I feel like this is a really, like, large printer. Okay, so the main reason that he picked out this printer was because he said that it was the best from what he researched. And then he also said, you know, it has the capability to continue to print the 2x7 labels because I have kind of a backstock of those. But then it'll also print the 4x6 labels that I need for printing on Poshmark. And I want to start selling things on Facebook also. And I'm not sure, do you use 4x6 labels on Facebook also? Comment below and let me know if that's the format that they prefer over on Facebook. But let's take a look at this thing in comparison with the one that I had. Okay, so here is the new brother that I got, and lay that big boy down over there. Lay that one down. There's the one that I had.
Same size. Same size. Only this one's, you know, a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller. This is easily twice the size of the Dymo that I had. This is pretty large, but this morning I'm gonna get this thing set up over on the computer. I hope it's pretty plug and play, because I have actually been selling some stuff on Poshmark lately, and I have some labels that I need to print. So let me show you guys what I've sold on Poshmark lately. So recently on Poshmark, I have actually been selling more items. So I wanted to tell you guys what buyers are buying from me currently on Poshmark. I sold this new without tags and tailor petite dress. This is a size 2, and I've had it for a long time. I wouldn't advise picking up teeny tiny items. A lot of times you can find stellar brands, great styles, but they're in a size 0, a size 2, anything petite. It just takes a little bit longer to sell for me anyway. Comment and let me know if your experience has been different. But this beautiful dress, modeled here on Becky, my mannequin, sold for only $10, you guys. So I didn't make a ton off of that. I did pick up that dress during a bag sale, so I probably have about 25 cents invested in it. But I was just expecting to make a little bit more off of a new dress, but like I say, the size wasn't right there. So there's a lot more that goes into picking up an item than just the brand. The same with shoes. I bought some shoes yesterday, and they're a size 5 or 5.5, and I understand those are going to take a lot longer to sell than if I had been able to pick up like a woman's size 7 or size 8. The next item to sell, you can see I attempted to model this piece, and there were 2 pieces that I modeled, and I don't know, it didn't really go that great for me. I'm not sure if I could have sold this faster without having modeled it, but I was able to sell it for $50. I think originally I had this thing at $100 or maybe even more than that. It's been listed in my store going on a year, and I ended up taking a best offer on it over on Poshmark. So $50, once Poshmark takes their earnings, I end up with $40 from that, and I paid $5 for that shirt. So a $35 profit, but it took a long time to sell. A few of the items that I'm showing you guys on Poshmark did take a long time to sell. I mean, that's probably because I don't share my Poshmark closet enough. So I tell you what, as soon as I get done telling you guys about what sold, I'm going to share my Poshmark closet. The next item that sold were a pair of brand new Sam Edelman Sequin sneakers. Now, these shoes are in a, let's check and see what the size is, a size 8.5. I never would have anticipated these would take quite as long to sell as what they did. So these have sequins all over them. Very beautiful, Sam Edelman, and I finally took a best offer and sold them for $20. Not very much at all on those. I earned $16, and I probably have a couple dollars into those. I don't remember buying those at a thrift store. I either got them from a store that had like some Nordstrom returns, or I got those from Ross. I'm not even sure at this point. It's been over 2 years that those have been listed. So very, very long tail. But then the last item that I'm going to tell you guys about that recently sold on Poshmark sold for $30, and I just listed these. Are a pair of women's little booties. These are Tom's brand, and I paid $4 for these. I sold these for $30 plus obviously the shipping. And I want to show you something about these. I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and was not able to get the writing off the bottom of these. Now there was 2 sets of writing. One had previously said $6.50 and had been circled through and marked out by the thrift store, and you couldn't even really see that. But then there was the $4 mark that they made on the shoes. I could not get either off, so I scrubbed the scribble part off and made these shoes say $46.50 on the bottom. Now I know the jury's still out about whether or not people do that. These shoes sold for $30 plus the $7.50 shipping over on Poshmark. So the buyer's all in at almost $40 for a pair of shoes that has writing on the bottom of them. So yeah, while the jury's still out about whether or not marking up an item on the bottom, if you just can't get rid of the marks, what else do you do? It seemed to work out all right for me in this particular situation. So I'm not really upset about it. But tell me, what do you do when you have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and you just can't get the item off? I have some pair of shoes, and I'll see if I can find a listing on here where I will show you other methods, other things that I do when I just can't seem to get the marks off the bottom. I'll tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not going to just throw the item out. Okay, here are another pair of Toms that I could not get the writing off, so I just made it a little black square on the bottom of each one. I, as a buyer, would probably be more apt to buy these than the ones that said $46.50 on the bottom, but we'll see. I just listed these over on my Poshmark last night for $37. So you guys tell me, what do you do when you just cannot get the marks off the bottom of a pair of shoes, no matter how hard you've tried? I heard that there's a new way that people are actually getting sales in their eBay store that, like, it's a little bit crazy, but if you look just below this video, there's a thumb, and if you turn that thumb, like the thumbs up, if you highlight that, then legend has it your eBay sales are gonna skyrocket this week. So I don't know, I mean, try it out. I don't think there's anything to lose if you give the video a thumbs up and you don't get sales. I mean, I'll give you your money back. Okay, so since previously I had selected on Poshmark to have my labels in an 8x10 format and print them onto a piece of paper, I need to click on the item that was purchased and then scroll down to the bottom and click Need New Shipping Label. And you're going to select that you had the wrong label size. And as soon as you pull that up, you will select the new label size being a 4x6 and click Next, and then click on Send New Label. Okay, and let's get this label printed. And brother actually clips the label. So it's gonna print off each individual label. The label's on the other side. So in the thrift store yesterday, they had all of these Stephen King books. Most of them are first editions. The Stand, It, The Shining. I'm not really like a horror movie or horror book buff, but I know some of these were good titles, and the ones I didn't, that I was unsure of, because I did leave a few of them behind. The ones I was unsure of, I'm going to show you exactly how to look up comps on books on eBay. I know a lot of booksellers just sell on Amazon, so if you're not getting into Amazon, then you may be passing over a lot of books. But books sell well on eBay also, and it's one of the products that couldn't be any easier to look up. So this advice is more for the novice reseller, or someone that, you know, maybe is an experienced reseller but just hasn't decided to dive into book sales. When you find a good book like this, one of the things that I look for is a well-known author, a well-known title, maybe textbooks, a book in really nice condition. These are hardcover books, and at my thrift store, all hardcover books are only $2. So like even these big, thick, huge ones like Stephen King's It here, this was a $2 book. So we'll just use this one as an example. Most books, now not all of them, say, well, there's one of them around here that doesn't, no barcode on the back of this. So this book, this advice is not going to apply, but most barcodes, or most books rather, you're gonna find a barcode on the back. So just pull up your eBay app and then click, you see where it says search for anything up at the top. You're actually going to click the photo. And a lot of people don't realize that there's a barcode scanner in eBay, especially again, if you're a newer seller. I know this advice doesn't apply to everyone, but I'll keep it short. Click scan a barcode down at the bottom, and just a barcode reader, a little square here, is going to pop up, and you're going to scan that book. Just hover right over the barcode and the item pops right up. Now the ones that popped up here are the ones that are for sale, and you can see the first three that pop up are $68.50, $44, $24 on an auction. So I'm already pretty interested in this book, but just because it's listed for $68, $45, and $25 doesn't mean it's selling for that. So don't forget to click filter, scroll down, show more, scroll down, and filter by sold items. Another big thing to consider is that, let's turn off the sold real quickly here. This particular book, there are 135 results. As soon as I click sold, we're going to see what the sell-through rate is. 271 have sold, so more than twice as many. Basically telling you you can't list this fast enough over on eBay. There are only 135, I think it said, listed, and 271 sold, so that is just over, one more than double the amount that are currently listed have sold. So as soon as I see how many have actually sold and what prices they have sold for, I can compare mine and be able to get that book listed. Now, there are a ton of resellers that can tell you more about selling books than I can. I am trying to get a bit more into books. Recently at my thrift store, the lady that sells the books that I guess really that she goes through them and puts them out, asked me if I was interested in buying these really old books. She said we don't typically put these out, because she noticed that I had picked up one from 1937. She said we don't usually put those out, but I thought it was so pretty. Typically we just take them to recycle. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it hurts my heart. Like when people donate things to thrift stores and the thrift stores don't even try to sell them, don't even try to put them out, because who's gonna want this old t-shirt, and nobody's gonna want, you know, XYZ, and they just go recycle these items. And I said, yes, absolutely, I'm a buyer for those. I don't know a whole lot about books, so I might have to go check out some good book resellers on YouTube and see, you know, what their information is. I understand Katie Reed's is a really great resource for that, so I'm gonna be checking out her channel for sure. And I understand she's just a knowledge of book information. So this particular book I could tell was going to be worth it. Again, the comps are kind of all over the place, anywhere from $20 to $94. So getting these books listed won't take very long at all. I just lay the book down. Now a hardcover like this, you do want to take a picture of the inside flap on the dust jacket on each side. And then you may even consider, and if I were a collector buying a book, I would pay more if I could see what the book looks like underneath the dust jacket. So I will take a picture of the book like this as well, all corners. Everyone wants to know if there is any wear, even lay it flat to make sure, you know, it's not bowing off to one side. And then here is a really important page to get a photo of, is the copyright page. Especially in books like this where you're going to declare the book a first edition, you need to be sure that you have a photo to back that up, and then also a photo in case there was ever a discrepancy or the buyer wanted to return the item and the item wasn't the same as what you sent out. So you have a photo that it was the true first edition. So these books are getting listed. I picked up Stephen King, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Stephen King books. And yeah, I'm excited to get those listed. I'll let you guys know how those turn out. Another reseller who sells a lot of Stephen King, who actually encouraged me to look these up, well, she may not know that, she had mentioned in the past, is Angie Resells. So Angie, thanks a lot for mentioning Stephen King in the past. And now that I've seen the sell-through rate on some of these, I may go back for the few that I passed up. You guys tell me, what would you do? Would you go back and pick up the last few for $2 a piece? Some of them were only selling for $10, you know, plus shipping. There's a little bit of meat on the bone there, but I just didn't know if it was enough to get excited about. And some of these books are really thick, so I would have to store those as well. But tell me what you would do. Would you pick up the rest of the books for $2? A subscriber reached out to me a few days ago and asked if I would either make a video or a reel covering a topic that she was interested in. I love it when you guys do that. I'm always more than willing to work that into a video or to create a video surrounding the topic that you want discussed. So definitely always reach out and ask me. Now, the topic she wanted covered is short enough. I really couldn't make it a dedicated video. Could be suitable as a reel, but I want to put it right here in this video because she just asked about it, and nothing like excellent customer service delivering exactly what you asked for in the next video. So we're going to be talking about something that Drew Profit Monsters and I discussed on my live show on Friday. And I mentioned blocking bidders that have, or bidders or buyers on eBay that have so many unpaid item cases in a year's time. Because every time that a buyer cancels an item, you're being charged 30 cents. That is every time that they cancel because they don't pay for an item. When someone buys something, you make an offer, they accept an offer, they make an offer, you accept an offer, and then they just ghost you, and it's crickets. Every time that that cancels, that costs you 30 cents. Have 3 of those happen in a week, that's $52 a year. Have 6 of those happen in a week, which is closer to where I've been lately, that's over $100 a year. One way to get around that, I would think, is enabling this feature on eBay. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to block bidders who have unpaid item cases in the last 12 months that amount to a certain number that you will set. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so from your eBay home screen, you're just gonna hover over here where it says, "Hi, Rachel," and we're going to go down to account settings. That's the first step. Once you're in account settings, I want you to find selling preferences over here underneath selling. Click on selling preferences. And once you're in selling preferences, we're actually going to scroll down to your buyers. Now you can manage who can buy from you. You can change your blocked buyer list or buyers that can see your VAT number. We're going to look at that blocked buyer list. Okay, so walk right over here to the right and click edit on the blocked buyer list. Once this new screen opens up, we are looking at our blocked buyers and the buyer requirements here. Now, this is how I personally have it set up. You don't have to be this strict, but I have block buyers who caused more than, you see this drop down, 2, 3, 4, or 5. These are your options, but I have it selected for 2 cancellations of unpaid purchases within 1, 6, or 12 months. Now you can say that you want 2 within a month. You can say you want it within 6 months or 12 months. I have mine again set up if they have caused 2 within 12 months. That is absolutely as strict as you could be about it. And I do think that it helps. I think, you know, one time, and this is probably why eBay doesn't have it set up that this could be a 1. One time could have been a mistake. Twice in the past 12 months, you have no respect for a seller's time, and so I can sell the item to somebody else at that point. You can also block buyers whose primary shipping address is in a location you don't ship to. You can block buyers who are currently winning or have bought some of your items in the last 10 days. I'm not sure why you would do that. I don't sell anything that should exempt anyone like that. And here is a kicker, another kicker that I see so many people say, why can a blocked buyer contact me on eBay? eBay, you need to fix this. If I block them, why can they contact me? Do you see this? Don't allow blocked buyers to contact me. You see this? This is on. If you don't want blocked buyers to contact you, ensure that this is on. And then you will just submit. I haven't changed anything here. You can apply the changes to active and future listings is what I would suggest if you are just now changing this in your store. And then click submit, and those changes are going to go live in your eBay store. I headed over to the thrift store and I picked up some pretty cool things I want to show you guys. I got these Lucky brand ankle boots. Again, these are great for fall. Looks like I just paid $6 for these. Probably get between $25 and $30 plus shipping on these shoes. I found these coat shoes, and these are only a 5, 5.5, one of those 2 sizes. Let's see, they are a 5.5. But you can see I only paid $3 for them. I like them because they're a designer product, and I don't mind paying $3 to be able to offer those to my customers. I bought these Brooks shoes actually for me. Look how awesome the tread is on these shoes. I mean, were these things ever even ran in? These are phenomenal. $5 for these, and these are the Revel 2. Any Brooks shoes, if you see that logo, that's a really good brand to pick up, but the tread condition means absolutely everything if you're going to sell them to a runner. I picked up a couple packs of these Kiwi sport laces. These were only $1. And it's been my experience that you can't really find name brand laces for $1. There was an entire container of these. I picked up a couple because my son wants to get into flipping sneakers, and undoubtedly he's going to come into some that don't have nice laces, so I bought these for him. I found this pair of Fly London shoes. I think that these are new, so if I can get the 5 off there, I mean, I would assume no one wore these with the tag right there, so I'm expecting to get maybe around $35 for those. These are Sam Edelman boots. Really a great brand to pick up. There's also a brand called Sam Edelman Circus, and that is like the cheaper brand. I don't know that I would pick those up, and I'm glad that this Sharpie is just honestly like smudging right off, because these boots are in brand new condition as well. They still have the paper stuffed into the toes and smell like brand new leather. So these are awesome boots. I'm hoping to get over $40 for these. Paid, well, I thought that said 4 there. I guess I paid $5 for these boots. So a really good purchase there, really good pickup. And then I bought these globes. I'm in debate about whether or not to keep these. We are renovating bathrooms right now. I love this style, and they're separate, and I think that they look phenomenal over our vanity. These were $3 a piece. If you find mid-century globes and pendant lights and hang lights like these could easily go for, I'm gonna say $69, $70. For the pair, you could probably get closer to $200 just because someone doesn't want to hang just a single light this size. So yeah, I mean, if I decided not to hang these, I would definitely be able to resell them. You just need to know how to pack them well. I got this digging board. If you have never seen one of these sell for about $30 plus shipping over on eBay. And I'm definitely trying to get some toys in my store for fourth quarter. So I was talking about the live show on Friday night that I just had special guest, Drew Profit Monsters. Thank you again so much, Drew, if you're watching this, for being my very first guest on my very first live. But I have started a new Friday Night Live series, the series that you guys asked for and voted for with your thumbs. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on eBay this week. And this Friday will be episode 2, and I'm excited to announce my special guests are the ATL Flipper and his wife, who's just recently joined him in reselling and on YouTube. Her name is Jasmine. So Derek and his wife Jasmine are going to join me at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 p.m. for those of you on the East Coast, and Derek and his wife are on the East Coast, and they are going to talk about a good thing, a bad thing, and an ugly thing that happened on eBay this week, so you guys don't want to miss it. I will get the thumbnail out and have that announced over here on YouTube very, very soon, so you can set a reminder. But also follow me over on Instagram, where I'm going to be reminding you, and I'm just super excited about it. Like, we had the best live that I could have hoped for last Friday. So many of you guys showed up. I mean, I told my husband, he said, you know, how many people are you expecting? I said it would be phenomenal if it was more than 3, because like my parents and my husband were going to be watching. So if there was at least one other person watching, would mean the world to me. And we, you know, I kind of poked around and said if 50 people showed up, it would blow my mind. 64 of you guys were on that live, and like my whole heart just erupted in happy. You guys are just amazing. The fact that I am able to give out any type of knowledge and entertainment that you find beneficial enough to spend your Friday night hanging out with us. We went for over 2 hours on that live, and I feel like we could have went longer. I try to be really respectful of everybody's time, but there was just so much information being shared. And this is not me interviewing my special guest. This is us talking about real life things that happened on eBay. So definitely subscribe and turn on the bell notifications, and see us over here on Friday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. And guys, it's gonna be great. Like, Derek and Jasmine are so natural in front of the camera. They have such good chemistry. So I can't wait to talk with them about, like, basically just us talking shop. Sit around the water cooler with them on a Friday night. I thank you guys so much for watching this video today. You're phenomenal. You are awesome. I hope your week is off to a fantastic start. God bless you in the biggest way. And remember, treat your business like your business.